good afternoon. Come in, come in. Let me offer you a glass of sherry, a tale or two, and perhaps one of my priceless antiques. Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past, captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Gleam, collector extraordinary. His story for today, The Gypsy's Warning. There. At your elbow. Not too dry, I trust. Ah, do I see you gazing at that crystal ball? It belonged to a Madame Rosa, sometimes known as Gypsy Rosa. Had a great influence upon a Miss Maud Tiller. Let me tell you about it. I think it will amuse you. Maud Tiller was approaching 30, unmarried, and lived with her widowed father in Romford, Essex. She had never known her mother, for she had died upon the very day that Maud was brought into the world. For many years, Arthur Tiller, her father, had been catered for by his elder sister, until she too went the way of all flesh. By this time, Maud was of an age to care for her father herself, which she did for some 14 years or more. But now, at the age of 29, Maud determined that she should remain a spinster no longer, and vowed that she would have a wedding ring upon her finger before her 30th birthday. However, Arthur Tiller, being a gentleman of some wealth, had thought the contrary, for he considered each and every suitor little more than a fortune hunter, and did his best to dissuade them. Now, it had become customary for the Tillers to spend 2 months of each summer at the coast, Brighton usually, and 1880 was no exception. They arrived at the same hotel, the Montpelier, took the same rooms with the same view as they had done for the past 15 years. But this year was to be different. After Arthur had unpacked and had to freshen up, he strolled into his daughter's room as usual to escort her down to the dining room. But he was amazed to find her staring through the window, her trunk untouched and standing in the middle of the floor.
Why, Maud, you hadn't even begun to unpack.
No.
Oh, then do hurry. The dinner gong will be rung soon, and you know how Mrs. Fry hates to be kept waiting.
Yes, Father.
Maud.
Yes, Father, what is it?
Did you hear me?
Yes, of course, Father.
Now, what did I say?
I've no idea.
Is there something on your mind, Maud?
A man.
A man? What man?
Any man. Just a...
Maud, pull yourself together. You're barely 15 minutes before the dinner gong. Now, unpack.
The following morning, Maud and her father took a carriage along the promenade, which looked quite gay with all the sideshows and stalls with their colourful umbrellas and striped awnings.
I cannot think what the council is about, allowing all these gaudy sideshows.
But they make the front look so cheerful.
Soon there'll be no room for pedestrians.
Suddenly, Arthur Tiller was startled to hear his daughter give a shriek and cry out,
Stop, driver! Stop the carriage!
Well, Maud, whatever's wrong?
Madame Rosa! See?
and there, sure enough, stood a caravan with bold red letters displayed on a blue background, telling the legend, Madame Rosa. Let Madame Rosa see into your future. The carriage had barely stopped before Maud scrambled out and hurried across the sands.
Maud, wait! Wait!
A short while later, a black-haired creature with golden earrings and a bright headscarf was telling her what a lonely little swan she was, living alone amongst the reeds, but that she must not despair, for soon romance was to smile upon her in the form of a tall, dark stranger who... But at this point, Madame Rosa declared, the crystal had dimmed.
Dimmed?
If you would hear more, my little swan, the crystal, she requires more silver.
Silver? Oh, 2 threepenny pieces. Will that suffice?
It's most ample. See, the mists, they swirl away. The image, she come again.
At which point Madame Rosa told Maud that a black cat would be featured, that the colour green would be prominent, and repeated that the person to have the greatest influence upon her would indeed be tall, dark, curly-haired, and of foreign blood.
Poppycock!
Father!
Absolute piffle! What a gullible creature you are, to be sure, Maud.
I did not say I believed it, Father.
No, you do not fool me, Maud. You have swallowed every word this gypsy Rosa said.
Nothing of the kind. Stop the carriage!
What on earth is it done?
Green's tea rooms!
And there, across the road, stood Green's tea rooms and ice cream parlour, the facade of which was painted a gaudy shade of green. But even more significant, staring through the window, was a dark, curly-haired man, and at his elbow a huge black cat. Maud was out of the carriage in a trice.
But, Maud, the man's a mere waiter! Maud! Oh, I must stop bringing her to Brighton. All this ozone's having the most alarming effect.
When Arthur Chiller followed his daughter into Green's tea room a few moments later, he found Maud already seated and gazing rapturously at the dashing young waiter. He also noticed with some dismay that he was the only male patron, for there were females of every age, shape and size crowding the tables. As he took his seat beside his daughter, the young waiter was already descending upon them.
Maud, this is most undignified.
Good day.
Are you foreign?
Maud!
No, signorina. Italian. From Napoli.
Napoli?
Naples, Maud.
Is right. You would like?
Oh, yes.
Pardon?
Maud! We would like some tea, if you please.
Si, I please. Some tea. Also some are special cakes.
By all means.
Also some are special pastries made in special Italian way.
Oh, by all means.
Cakes, pastries. How about some ice cream?
No, certainly not.
Here we are, signorina. Tony's special Neapolitana ice cream.
Oh, it looks so pretty.
Oh, pretty ice cream for a pretty lady, see? Enjoy. At least to your satisfaction, signorina. All she is in order? Huh?
No. It is certainly not in order. This bill is outrageous.
Then I shall pay the bill.
Maud, this is madness. 3 times a day I bring you here, whilst all you do is simply feast your eyes on that ridiculous waiter. Why, the wretched fellow can't even speak English.
He's very pretty, Father.
Pretty? Pretty? Oh, stuff and nonsense. I shall certainly not accompany you here again, my girl.
Then I shall come alone.
And Maud did go alone, much to her father's chagrin.
I thought I'd find you here. Come back to the hotel this instant.
She went back to the hotel, only to return to the tea rooms the following day, and the next, until her poor, indignant father could stand it no longer. The time had come, he said, to do something. He locked her in. However...
Hello, Father.
Maud! How on earth did you... Where have you been?
I have been to Green's, Father. There is a most convenient drain pipe.
You actually climbed down a drain? How dare you?
Yes, Maud had climbed down the drain pipe, adding that she would use whatever means at her disposal in order to reach Green's tea rooms and the handsome Tony Pirelli. At this, Arthur declared his intention of returning his daughter to Romford at once, where he trusted she would regain her good sense. Maud told her father she had done with Romford, that she had done with being a mere drudge, that henceforth he must procure another housekeeper, for it was her intention to marry the dashing young Italian.
Don't be absurd, girl. Marry a mere waiter on the Brighton seafront? Oh, damn it all, the fellow's foreign. Not only that, he's got every seaside floozy on his tail.
Then I shall simply be one of the crowd.
Poor Arthur Tiller realized that the only way he could obstruct this foolhardy venture was to find some means of discrediting this Tony Pirelli creature. But how? It was 2 nights later that fate came to his assistance. Arthur had walked to the post box opposite Green's and had just popped in a letter to Ethel the cook, informing her of the imminent return to Romford, when he caught sight of something through the window opposite that caused him to hare back to the hotel, insisting that Maud return with him and see for herself. Maud and her father peered through the tea-room window and saw Tony Pirelli talking to, of all people, Madame Rosa. But gone was the Romany accent.
Good day today, eh, Tony?
She was good, but I not like. He's not honest.
Silly boy. Business is business. Old man Green's happy? What you take today?
£50, maybe a little more.
Smashing. That's 25 quid to us. Not bad, eh?
I not like. All those pretty girls in the tea room thinking, it's not right.
They shouldn't be so gullible, should they? I hope you're not thinking of doing the dirty on me, Tony. Don't forget it was me as brought you to England in the first place. You try welching on me and I'll have the coppers on you so fast you won't have time to say ice cream a bella Napoli. We're promised. Your ma and me done a deal. £500 and I can marry her lovely Tony. We've only got another 50 to go.
So that was it. Every female client, young, old, or otherwise, was given the same story, merely that they'd be enticed into Green's tea rooms, and all because they took one look at Tony Pirelli and were convinced that he was the one for them. Maud was aghast. Arthur Tiller was delighted. At last, his daughter had seen them for what they really were, a pair of confidence tricksters. No doubt, had Arthur taken his daughter back to the hotel there and then, that would have been the end of it. But, being an honest man, he decided to expose them that very minute. He went storming into the tea rooms, dragging the woeful Maud after him. He told Madame Rosa that the game was up, and that he meant to expose them to the police. However...
I don't see what you can do about it. I mean to say, it's not my fault all them silly females took my Tony to be the one in my crystal ball, is it?
Arthur realized that there was some truth in this, and was in an immediate fury. All right. He'd really put the cat among the pigeons.
Well, it just so happens that one of those silly females is my daughter there. She and your Tony Pirelli have every intention of eloping this very night.
They weren't, of course, but this information so enraged Madame Rosa that she at once turned on the bewildered Tony, who hadn't understood a single word.
So, you're going to run off, eh? Leave me in the lurch, eh? I'll give you elope.
What is this elope?
Little mate.
No, it's not true.
No, it certainly isn't. I never planned.
The very pretty lady. You want that we should make with the eloping?
Pardon?
You wish to make the running away?
Well,
Come, we elope.
Oh... Goodbye, Father. Do write the cook and tell her dinner for one in future, won't you?
Maud!
Tony!
Well, Arthur had succeeded in putting an end to Madame Rosa's little ruse. He'd succeeded in separating her from her handsome Tony, but unfortunately he'd also succeeded inadvertently in throwing his gullible daughter into the arms of the romantic Tony Pirelli. Here, take the crystal ball. Try your luck. After all, it didn't lie for Maud Tiller, did it? Do call again when you can. Goodbye. That was Tales of Antiquity, with Linda Stewart, Dennis Folbig, James White, and Valerie Dunlop. Written and produced by Kenneth Hendel. Good afternoon. Come in, come in. Let me offer you a glass of sherry, a tale or two, and perhaps one of my priceless antiques.
Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Glean, collector extraordinary. His story for today:
Publish and be damned. Enjoy your sherry. There. I'm so glad you were able to drop by. I've another literary treasure to show you. There. But it's of a vastly different nature from Miss Austen's efforts. Indeed, yes. Harriet Wilson's memoirs of herself and others. An amusing little adventure. Let me tell you about it. In 1811, when George III of England was declared insane, and his son, the Prince of Wales, became regent in his place, there commenced an age of corruption and extravagance, the like of which England had never seen. The then village of Brighton became the centre of these royal orgies of voluptuousness when the prince had built his phantasmagorical horror, the Royal Pavilion. Influenced by the dissipated tastes of their royal peers, many a young aristocrat indulged their passions. No exception was the heir to the Duke of Beaufort, the Marquis of Worcester, Henry Somerset, who had become embroiled with the notorious Harriet Wilson, a smart, saucy girl with good eyes and dark hair and the manners of a wild schoolboy. Little attention was afforded the intrigue, but Harriet followed her young lover down to Brighton, and there set up house with him, filling the town with rumours that the Marquis shortly intended making this wildcat his Lady Beaufort.
You cannot be serious, Elizabeth. That coarse creature become Lady Beaufort?
So it is rumoured, Charles.
Whence did you get this rumour, pray?
Lady Jersey, who is reputed to have got it from the Marquis of Steyne, who, upon his own admittance, declares to have received it from young Worcester himself.
Are you certain, my dear, that this is not some hoax from our friend Theodore Cook, Esquire?
No, Charles, I do assure you. This is a most serious situation, and one which is in need of the swiftest action.
Meanwhile, in an upper room in a small terraced house on the Brighton seafront...
But, Henry, my dearest, I am happy in my present situation.
I do not see that you can be truly happy without the security of title.
But my needs are simple, my dear, and ladylike pursuits never did sit well upon me.
Aye, you are a wild creature, to be sure. At home, more in the royal orchards than the royal bedchamber.
That capricious romp is done with. Besides, Prinny found my ways too tiring. He's grown somewhat fat of late.
I was not aware that you had favoured His Highness. It was a chance jest I threw out. I did not
Oh,
think...
Henry, my dearest, if you'd not catch whales, you would do well to throw out shorter lines. Oh, is my dear one out of countenance? Come, let me soothe your ruffled feathers.
But Henry was not to be comforted. It was whilst still in this present mood that the maid announced the arrival of Henry's uncle, Lord Charles Somerset. He'd called expressly to learn if the rumours he'd heard were indeed true. At first, Henry was not to be drawn until Lord Charles pointed out something of the family heritage.
I might remind you, my boy, that you are descended from one of the noblest families in the realm. You are a Plantagenet, descended from the kings of England. You tell me that you intend creating this demi-mondaine, a duchess?
How dare you refer to the woman I love?
Yes, sir! Fiddlesticks! Do you or do you not intend making this creature Lady Beaufort?
Yes, uncle, I do.
How dare you, sir? How dare you insult the Beauforts in such an outrageous manner? I shall see you horsewhipped.
Might I remind your lordship that you yourself eloped with a person of inferior breeding?
Oh.
Lord Charles was quite rightly incensed by this outrageous remark, pointing out that Lady Somerset was a Courtenay, and that it was simply the manner of their marriage that had caused such a scandal. However, Henry's uncle decided that firmer measures must be sought to deal with this wayward nephew of his, and said as much to the boy's father, the Duke.
Quite right, Charles. Firmer measures shall not only be sought, but also employed. Might one ask what you intend? Ship him off somewhere. Don't you think he might be followed? That creature pursued him as far as Brighton. I've enlisted the aid of Arthur Wellesley, whom I understand had a like brush with the lady. I was not aware of that. No, indeed. And Arthur has responded by accepting Henry's services in the Peninsular Campaign. Henry sets sail with them on Friday. He's to join the British troops in their struggle against the French at Vimiero. And I'd like to see Harriet Wilson follow him there.
So the young man was packed off to the Spanish peninsula to assist in the affray against Napoleon's allies. Harriet was more than a little distressed at hearing this news.
But what if you are killed?
Not an uncommon hazard for soldiers to face, my dear.
It is I who have brought this upon you.
No, my dear.
Yes,
Harriet.
Henry. Your father is sending you away, even to your death if needs be, in an effort to part us.
I shall return.
No, Henry. Within a month you would have forgotten me.
I shall never forget you, Harriet.
How many times have I heard those words? When do you leave?
I join the Prince's regiment tomorrow. We sail upon the Redoubtable on the first tide Friday. I'm sorry, my dearest.
I had best help you put together your things.
Time enough for that. We've a whole day.
A day? Heavens, a veritable lifetime.
Harriet.
Oh, Henry.
And so the days and the weeks and the months went by. Harriet returned to her London apartments and locked herself away, seeing no one and writing copious letters to her beloved Henry. And then, one day, her maid announced a visitor, the one whom she'd best receive, she advised, for it was the Duke himself. She received his grace in her boudoir, for, as she observed, he'd surely seen a lady's boudoir ere now.
Obviously, this is not meant to be taken as a social visit. Would it please your grace, therefore, to come straight to the point?
The point, madam, is these.
And he flopped down a neat bundle of letters that Harriet at once recognized as those she had sent to her beloved Henry. His Grace then explained that he had had all their letters intercepted, and now requested that she return to him his son's letters to her. Harriet was bewildered.
But did you not say you would have them intercepted?
I refer to his previous correspondence with you before your liaison.
Heavens, would you leave me nothing?
Nothing with which you might harm him.
You think so ill of me. Does it not occur to your grace that I might love him too greatly to bring him harm?
I'm a skeptic, I fear. When faced with penury, I believe any means of sustenance might be employed.
I have no need of blackmail. I have other more lucrative means.
No doubt.
And of an honest nature.
I'm a generous man, Miss Wilson. I mean to compensate you.
I doubt that you have sufficient funds to compensate me for the pain you have already caused. But tell me of this compensation.
What price do you place upon my son's literary efforts?
Price? Shall we settle at 100 guineas?
Excellent.
Per letter.
What?
And I assure your grace the Marquis is a prolific correspondent. I have in my possession 53 of his letters.
Well, you'll ruin me.
I should like to think so, your grace. Certainly.
Almost a year had elapsed, and Harriet waited patiently, certain in her heart that in spite of the Duke's intervention, her dear Henry would find some means of returning to her. However, upon a bleak, wintry day, Harriet's maid brought her the London Gazetteer. The pages turned conveniently to the centre paragraphs. Harriet read the passage indicated with growing disbelief.
The marriage is announced of the most honourable Lord Henry Charles Beaufort, Marquis of Worcester, to Georgina Frederica Fitzroy, daughter of Lord and Lady Southampton, and niece to the renowned Duke of Wellington. The marriage is to take place. I shall never forget you, Harriet. Indeed, you shall not, Henry, nor any other fine gentleman who have abused me.
Madam, are you ill?
Ill? No. But I have a plan, Nell, a most lucrative one. You are aware of what occupies me each day?
Your memoirs, madame.
I now perceive their true worth.
Madame has found a publisher.
When I have done, I shall have publishers by the score clamoring for my book. Yet it shall be the subjects themselves who clamour most.
I don't take madame's meaning.
The gentleman within these pages, Nell, shall pay most handsomely for the privilege of being omitted.
Was that wise, then, madam?
How else might a defenceless woman make her way in this wicked world? I am well past my 30th year. I must look to the future. A woman's charms are not immortal, much as we endeavour to make them so. A fresh start, I think. A somewhat more direct approach. Memoirs of herself and others by Mistress Harriet Wilson.
But, madam, you cannot publish such a document. I shall be banned from the House of Lords.
Ah, but Sir William, you may purchase the relevant chapters at, say, 2,000 guineas. Come now, my lord. 2,000 guineas or I publish. What is it to be? But, Your Grace, a further 3,000 is not exorbitant. Not to save your son's reputation. Lord Lambton paid almost double that amount.
But this is blackmail, madam, blackmail.
Not in the least. I merely offer Your Grace the opportunity of purchasing an original manuscript. To do with as you will.
And so, Harriet Wilson made infinite gain from her notorious memoirs that afforded her easy comfort for the rest of her days. As the years passed, she avoided the dubious pleasure of gentlemanly escorts, choosing comfort rather from her ever-loyal maid and companion, Nell. It was the year 1820, a fine spring day, and Henry and his father, the Duke, were enjoying a rare ride together down Rotten Row, when Henry suddenly let out a startled cry.
Great Scott! What is it, Henry?
On the pavement there, I thought...
Not a ghost, Henry. That was Harriet Wilson. The years, I fear, have not been kind to her.
Was I mistaken, Nell? Or was that...
No, madam. That was his Grace and his son, the Marquis, in the carriage that passed.
He looked well.
Yes, madam. Come, it doesn't do to dwell on what might have been. Let me help you in the carriage.
All the same, I could have wished... Oh, well, take me home, Nell.
It was a week later, and by careful inquiry, Henry had discovered the present whereabouts of his erstwhile mistress.
There, Henry, your favourite Madeira. A taste you gave me all those years ago. I'll have no other in the house.
And a fine house it is. You live well, Harriet.
My past acquaintances have proved most generous.
Still living on the proceeds of your memoirs?
Ah, indeed. Though I would rather have lived simpler with the one I loved.
Many years have passed. Perhaps we were both a trifle foolish. On your memoirs, I was surprised that you had not approached Lord Arthur.
The Duke of Wellington. But I did. He declined my offer.
What did he say?
Publish and be damned. So I did. I consider it my best chapter. Truth will out, Henry.
Indeed, Harriet, indeed.
Wouldn't you care to read Miss Wilson's memoirs? They make a most intriguing read. Here, take the volume. Do drop by again. Good afternoon.
That was Tales of Antiquity, written and produced by Kenneth Henry.
Ah, good afternoon. Come in, come in. Let me offer you a glass of sherry, a tale or two, and perhaps one of my priceless antiques.
Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Glean, collector extraordinary. His story for today...
Potpourri. Ah, there you are. Oh, I see you're rather intrigued with that handsome cigarette case. Let me place this down for you. Now, it's a Victorian piece, silver, the work of Fothergill Boyce of Cheapside, London. And there's an interesting little engraving inside. There. With my eternal love, your adoring Nellie. I'm afraid that caused something of a stir in 1912. Let me tell you about it. It might raise a chuckle or two. During the final years of Victoria's glorious reign, the tiny coastal town of Fréjus on the Mediterranean coast of France was a quiet, clean and friendly little place, qualities which first attracted Claude Granville and his wife Winifred. 4 generations of Granvilles before him had established the family as the cotton barons of Manchester, but Claude was now retired, leaving his business interests to be managed by his older son. Claude decided upon a summer retreat built on the Estrel Hills overlooking the bay. The premises were completed in 1908, furnished and staffed. Clara, the maid, Alphonse, their gardener, come handyman, and Jean-Louis, chef par excellence. For the next 4 years, the Granvilles, Mama, Papa, and daughter Hope enjoyed gracious, unspoiled summer days at the Côte d'Azur. But in the year 1912, the year of Hope's engagement to Archibald Anstruther, the tranquillity of the villa was to be shattered, for Cousin Freddie was about to descend upon them.
Lord, you're simply shoveling it down.
Oh, that's good, this cattery. Oh.
Yes, dear, so I see.
Well, this Jean-Louis fellow's an absolute marvel. I've never enjoyed food so much in my life.
As is evident from the number of times I've had to have your trousers let out.
Middle-aged spread, my dear, nothing more. However, did you manage to winkle the fellow away from the Brownlows? I thought they were devoted to him.
Well, I'm afraid it's cost us being crossed off their guest list.
Who cares, so long as we got their chef pot? How'd you do it, Winnie?
Please don't call me Winnie, Claude. You know how I hate it.
Suit yourself. Come on, out with
it. It seems he fell in love with our Clara.
Clara? I thought we named her Hope.
Not our daughter, Claude. The maid.
Oh.
Anyway, it seems the Brownlows wouldn't have her anywhere near their place. She's clumsy, uncouth, and what's more, has had a noise.
That's pretty low.
Yes, I've seen you giving her the odd twinkle.
Shouldn't have been looking. Go on.
Well, I simply said we'd double whatever the Brownlows were paying him. And throw in Clara to boot.
Oh, knocks her around, does he?
What?
Didn't know the fellow's a sadist. Never can tell with these Frenchies.
Claude, I haven't the remotest idea what you're talking about.
This Jean-Louis fellow. Shove over the marmalade, dear. I wouldn't say no to another cuppa.
As I was saying, Jean-Louis is absolutely dotty about this Clara girl. So, I agreed to take her on. It tends to be a trifle heavy-handed with the crockery, but at least we have a contented chef. He's happy, she's happy, we're happy, everybody's happy.
Except the Brownlows.
Come in. Post's come, ma'am. Madam? Eh? Madam.
Where?
Here. Me, girl.
That's what I said.
No, you didn't. You said mum.
Oh.
It's madam, not mum.
Madam.
That's right. Can you remember that?
I'll try, Bub.
Just put the post down there, Clara.
Been a bit rough on you, has he? Jean-Louis fella.
Gets a bit noisy sometimes.
All right, Clara, you may go.
Right, Mum.
Madam.
Yes, Mum. I'll remember.
I really don't know what that girl has for brains.
I expect she's a bit concussed. I think I'll have a
Why
word.
should she be concussed?
Well, he might be a spiffing chap and all that, but he can't go on knocking servants about. Who's the letter from, and where's Cope?
The letter's for Freddie. He's dropping over for a while.
Oh, no.
And Hope's with Archibald going through their guest list.
Their guest list?
Well, dear, it is their wedding, you know.
And my money, damn it.
Well, how many have we got?
198.
Oh, I didn't know we had so many friends. Couldn't we make it around 200?
Oh, you are silly, aren't you?
I know. How about Nellie Fortescue and her fiancé?
Oh, heavens, no. I'm not having that little trollop at my wedding. I haven't forgotten last autumn and the hunt ball at the Chumleys. She stuck to you like a limpet.
You seem to forget, Hope, that we Anstruthers have been closely related to the Fortescues for simply donkey's years. I was at Harrow with her brother.
Yes, and you'd like to make it an even closer relationship, wouldn't you?
Now you're being silly, Hope.
How dare you, Archibald Anstruther? How dare you call me silly?
Well, I'm sorry, but you're being dashed silly. Oh, blast.
What's the matter?
I seem to have left my cigarette case somewhere.
Here's your silly cigarette case, on the window seat, where you no doubt left it last night, while gazing up at the moon, dreaming of Nellie Fortescue.
Now, Hope, this has gone far enough.
Oh, here, have a wretched cigarette, then. Choke on the horrid things. What's this?
What's what?
With my eternal love, your adoring Nellie. Well, really?
What? Oh, no. You've got it all wrong. Let me explain.
This explains itself. Here, take your rotten cigarette case.
Oh, my eye!
Good. And you better keep away from me, Archibald Anstruther, or I'll do something to you.
What?
I don't know yet. I'll have to think about it. But it won't be nice.
No, wait, come back. Oh, my dashed eye.
Hang about a bit, old man. Have someone come up and give you a hand to trolley old baggage, what?
Merci, monsieur.
Let's see. I say, anyone bite? Yeah, apparently not.
After all, it's the main
signs of life.
Not today. Not ever. No,
I say, hello there.
Pommes frites.
But anyways, it is so pommes frites.
I rather care for a bit of the old pommes frites.
I say, auntie, I'm Claude.
Madame is not pleased with the making
of
of
the
the
chap.
I say,
person.
steady on there. Madame is most pleased, aren't you, dear?
Keep out of this, Claude.
Very well, but Madame is most pleased.
Maybe. But you are not Madame.
What? No, quite. Carry on.
I say,
is not
hello there.
the accepting of the insults. Otherwise, my cuisine is most highly pressed. If Madame does not trust me, I go. Poof.
No way, Jean-Louis.
Oh, that's torn it.
I say, hello.
Out of this. Oh, hello, Freddie. When did you arrive?
Just a moment
I
ago.
think we should keep out of things, Claude.
Me? What have I done? Just because you don't know how to handle the fellow, don't blame me.
I say, auntie, whatever's going on?
Trying to arrange luncheon. Hope, dear.
Now, look here, Hope.
Oh, Archie, what?
Keep that brute away from me.
Hope, will you listen to me? Oh, hello, Freddie, old man. Hope, I promise you there's absolutely nothing to get
Nothing
all...
to get upset about. How can you be so factual?
Would somebody mind telling me what's going on?
I'm breaking off the engagement. That's what's going on, Mother.
But Hope, you can't.
Oh, yes, I can. And what's more, here's your beastly... You confound it. Here's your beastly ring.
Oh, my other eye.
Good. Now leave me alone.
Hope, Wait! Oh, if you'll just let me explain. Who?
I say, Auntie, bit of a crisis, what?
Oh, Freddie, everything was so quiet and peaceful until you dropped in.
Oh, dash it all, Auntie. I've only just set foot in the place.
Excuse me, Bub, but there's a man outside what says he wants paying.
Whatever for?
Says he wants his fare, Bub.
Fare? Why? Where's he going?
Didn't say, Bub.
Oh, that must be my cabby waller. Sorry, I say, Auntie, you couldn't come through the bit of the old wherewithal.
I beg your pardon?
You know, spot of the ready. Seemed to be a bit, touch light. Only need a franc or three.
Oh, Freddie.
Excuse me, Bub, but the man said as how if he didn't get his fare within 5 minutes he'd go and take the baggage with him.
Baggage? What baggage?
My baggage, Auntie.
Oh, Freddie, you haven't brought one of your girlfriends.
I say, Auntie, steady on.
That was Tales of Antiquity, with Valerie Dunlop, Linda Stewart, Dennis Folbig and James White, written and produced by Kenneth Hendel.
Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Glean, collector extraordinary. His story for today,
Potpourri.
Ah, there you are. Oh, I see you're rather intrigued with that handsome cigarette case. Let me place this down for you. Now, it's a Victorian piece, silver, the work of Fothergill Boyce of Cheapside, London. And there's an interesting little engraving inside. There. With my eternal love, your adoring Nellie. I'm afraid that caused something of a stir in 1912. Let me tell you about it. It might raise a chuckle or two.
I really don't think I can cope, Freddie. I really don't. When I woke up this morning, I said to myself, today is going to be one of those days. And it is. First, John Louis, who's always been so obliging and understanding, suddenly becomes quite temperamental and French.
Oh, dash it all, Auntie, he is French, and we are in France, don't you know?
Yes, Freddie, I do know. How I know it. And now there's Claude getting all hoity-toity, and Hope and Archibald breaking off their engagement, and to top it all, you've just arrived.
I say, steady on, Auntie.
I'm sorry, Freddie, if I sound a trifle disparaging, but somehow whenever you're around, things seem to go awry.
But Auntie Wynne...
The winner, Freddie, please.
Sorry. Where was I? I seem to have lost the thread. Oh, yes. You see, Freddie's only just toddled in, don't you know, and all this seemed to have got underway long before I set foot on the jolly old gravel.
Then you must be sending out shock waves, something in the air that's affecting us. Oh, dear, I think I shall simply go away quietly somewhere and have a nervous breakdown all by myself.
Oh, come along, Auntie. Things are never as bad as they seem.
These things are. Oh, dear.
I say, you think I might have a spot of tea?
Tea? Tea?
Oh, of course. Foreign climes and all that. Coffee, then?
Coffee?
Cocoa?
Really, Freddie?
A glass of water, then? Anything.
How can you even consider such trivialities at a time like this?
But, Auntie, breakfast seems absolutely decades ago, and the old tonsil are as dry as a proverbial bone, don't you know? I mean to say, we sat in that harbour for simply eons waiting for the tide to come in. You'll go out, or whatever one does before one docks, and the French don't understand about tea and such like. All they could offer us was a few tots of cognac. Since I'd had a couple the night before, I seemed positively queasy.
Oh,
Very well. But you'd better go and order it yourself. I'm not going anywhere near that kitchen.
Jolly good.
And don't go upsetting Jean-Louis. If he rarely gives notice, Claude is going to be absolutely impossible. Jean-Louis, I don't know if we should stop clattering the pots and pans.
I am upset, my little pomfret.
There's no need to take it out on me, is there?
But I do not touch you.
No, but all that noise don't half go through you. My head's something horrible.
But you have not been insulted.
Look, John, I told you before, if you ain't happy here, then let's go back to England.
But France is my own. I am French.
But I'm English, so there. I didn't want to come here in the first place. It was you what talked me into it.
Do you not want that we are together?
Why don't we open a nice little cafe at Wapping? I'm fed up with being in service. Besides, I know everyone at Wapping. It's my own ground.
A cafe in Wapping? Pah! You insult me. I who have worked with the greatest cafe. Wherefore should I hide my talents in some fisherman's cafe? Be quiet now, I'll lose my temper.
Oh, that'd be a novelty.
Ah, caught you. The jolly old kitchen, what?
Who are you?
Very Arkwright. Mr. Granville's nephew, don't you know?
I do know you've told me.
What are you wanting in my kitchen?
Oh, you must be Jean-Louis. Well, now, I wouldn't say no to a pot of the proverbial char, what?
What?
He wants tea.
Then make it.
No, you're the chef.
I do not make the pots of tea. That is your job.
Don't you start ordering me about. I'm not a bit of your French fluff, you know.
I say, then let's wreck the happy hen, what? Point me in the right direction, I'll do the necessary.
I am not having strange Englishmen poking about in my utensils.
I say, steady on. Lady's present, don't you know?
Go away! When it is time, tea, she will come. Now you keep out of my kitchens. Go!
Yes, but...
I think you better make yourself scarce, Mr. Wassnape. He's getting into an ugly mood.
Not getting, my dear, but got. Yes, I get the drift, old thing. On my way and all that.
Oh, I say, watch out.
Hello, Archie, old man.
What the devil's going on in there?
Jean-Louis chucking his weight about a bit. I say, old man, you're looking a bit mouldy.
Yes, I'm not feeling too ripe, I can tell you.
What's up?
A dear bit of chump.
Oh, the broken-off nuptials, eh?
I'm heartbroken, Freddie. My heart's never been so broken.
Oh, the old peepers don't look too healthy either. You've got two corkers there, old man.
I was on my way to ask Jean-Louis if he could oblige me with a few ounces of juicy steak. Pretty hot for the old black eye, so I'm told.
I'd steer clear if I were you, old chap. Jean-Louis is busy chucking about the hardware at the moment. Now, what you'll need is a good stiff gin and it, and not too heavy on the it.
And there you have it, old man.
All over a Barry inscription in a footling cigarette case.
I know. Couldn't be more infantile.
Surely you explained to the old girl that it was your father's cigarette case and the inscription was a loving epistle from your mater, Dame Nellie herself?
Afraid not.
Oh, dash it all, Archie. Surely that was number one on the agenda.
Couldn't get a bally word in edgeways, old chum.
Wouldn't listen?
Not a syllable.
You know, it beats me what gets into the fair sex on occasions. Charming, delightful, erratic, rational creatures that they are. Then maybe I'd better drop the odd encouraging word in her direction.
I wouldn't bother. She's bound to suspect I'd put you up to it, make matters 10 times worse.
I don't see how they could be worse from what you tell me. Still, I see what you mean. So what we've got to do is arouse the old maternal instinct, so to speak.
A bit of a tall order, if you ask me. Hope can be as stubborn as a mule when she wants.
I know! We've got to give her the impression that you're absolutely fading away. The feed.
What?
Believe me, old. Don't eat a... Oh, and you'd better look a bit dishevelled. Stand a couple of feet away from the razor each morning. Wear a crumpled shirt. Get the drift?
Is it absolutely necessary?
Trust me, old man, trust me. Now, come on, drink up. I'll fix you another.
Yeah, jolly good Langstein, my boy. I say, You're not eating.
No,
I think he's a little off-colour, Uncle. I'll eat yours if you don't...
Nothing of the kind. Chuck it over here.
Here, what you been putting in them bristles?
Croquettes, fish, a little spice, some flour. What?
When he still ain't eating.
What? It's the insult! The insult! Well, old man, 3 whole days. I think she is beginning to weaken.
So am I, Freddy. So am I. If I don't get some food inside me today, I shall simply disappear altogether.
What's more important, a fading waistline or a fading romance? I promise you, tonight we'll see the fruits of your labours. Trust Uncle Freddy.
Dinner, Mum.
Madam.
That's right.
Come along, everyone. Let's go in. Oh, and Archie, old fruit, do try and push something down tonight. I say, I think it's going to... Catch him!
Archie!
Never mind all that. Get him off me. He may look like a skeleton, but he weighs very...
Yes, Archie, what is it?
I, please, went to fetch me something to eat.
Something to eat? Oh! And I thought... Oh, I never want to speak to you ever again!
Oh, no. Help! Help! Well, thanks a ton. Any more brilliant ideas?
It's your own fault. Everything was going swimmingly until you started wailing for the bangers and mash.
I was starving, and it wasn't bangers and mash.
Absolutely spiffing gardens, what? Where does this stream go? Down to the bay, I suppose.
What does it matter?
Morning, Head!
Fat chance of getting anything out of her this morning.
I say, you don't swim, do you?
What?
No, I thought not. Right, in you go.
What the devil? Help! Help! I can't... Get me out of there. I can't swim. Really, for heaven's sake.
I say, man overboard. Help! Help! Over here!
What's going on? What's Archie doing in the water?
Help! I can't. I'm drowning.
Drowning, I think. He can't swim.
And for heaven's sake, just not.
I don't swim either.
Oh, man, really? Positively hopeless. All right, hold on. I'm nearly there. Don't panic.
Well, I think that might just do the trick. Yes, she's got him. I say, bravo! What a bravo! Say, now do you get the drift, old girl, about the cigarette case and the fainting?
Oh, I've been such a fool, Archie. Can you ever forgive me?
Well, of course, you trump.
Does that mean the wedding's all on again?
Of course, Mrs. Granville. You can tell Jean-Louis he can start baking the wedding cake.
No, I can't. He's left and taken that wretched girl Clara with him.
He's what? This is all your fault, you bungling idiot!
Me?
Yes, if it hadn't been for you, why, for 2 pins I'd... Why bother with 2 pins?
Help! Help! I can't swim! I can't swim!
Then walk on the bottom. It's only a couple of feet deep.
Well, that's the end of that little romp. Do try and join me next week if you can. Oh, and here, take the cigarette case. Good afternoon. that was Tales of Antiquity, with Valerie Dunlop, Linda Stewart, Dennis Folbig and James White, written and produced by Kenneth Hendel. Good afternoon. Come in, come in. Let me offer you a glass of sherry, a tale or two, and perhaps one of my priceless antiques.
Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Glean, collector extraordinary. His story for today, Gone at the Fair.
There you are, at your elbow. I trust it isn't too dry for you. Now, let me see. What can I show you today? Are you interested in personal jewelry? Cameos, for instance? Oh, take a look at these. This one in particular. It is the work of James Tassay in 1763 and a reproduction of an original Hellenic example of 350 BC. It was given to Mrs. Matilda Monckton on the occasion of her wedding in 1862 by her mother-in-law and later inherited by Mrs. Monckton's daughter under rather mysterious circumstances. Let me tell you their story. Quite an intrigue. The Monktons had served their country in India since the days of Robert Clive in the 1750s. It therefore followed that Sir Frederick Monckton's youngest son should likewise serve with the Indian Army after concluding his studies at Eton and Oxford. However, he had become acquainted with the pretty fair-haired Matilda McKendrick. Their whirlwind romance was the talk of Oxfordshire, and within a mere 6 months were married. After Sandhurst, Charles Monckton received his commission and was appointed to join his father's old regiment in the Punjab. Naturally, Matilda was to go with him. Charles Monckton was the only surviving male of his line, his father and 2 older brothers having died in the mutiny of the 1850s. His mother had returned to England in 1860 and died in her bed shortly after her only remaining son had left for India. She therefore never knew or saw her only grandchild, Valerie, born in Lahore in 1865. The Monktons' lives ran customarily to those serving in the British Raj, with all the social graces, summer retreats and so on until 1887, when the dashing Charles Monckton died as his platoon was ambushed during a skirmish on the northwest frontier. Valerie was a beautiful young woman of 22 at this time, and was longing to see something of her native Europe. Her mother, having nothing now to hold her in India, decided upon a short tour of the continent before settling down to find her daughter a suitable match in England. It was the year 1889, the year of the Great Paris Exhibition. Mrs. Monckton and her daughter had disembarked at Marseille and travelled by train to Paris, where they now secured 2 rooms at one of its most famous hotels.
Well, my dear, our travels are over. For a while, at least.
We shall only be in Paris for 2 weeks, Mamma.
Even a respite of 2 weeks is better than no respite at all.
Madame and Mademoiselle have travelled far.
Extremely far, monsieur. My daughter and I have recently returned to Europe from India.
A little under 3 months, monsieur.
We are actually returning to England. But my daughter was positively obsessed with the thought of your great exposition. She simply refused to set foot out of France
Mamma,
without
you exaggerate. Naturally, since our journey was to take us through Paris, it seemed a positive waste not to see it.
Be that as it may. Do you have rooms for us, monsieur? So sorry.
Audrey, madame. Claude Audrey, at your service. And yes, I have 2 magnificent rooms overlooking the Boulevard Rochechouart. And number 342 for you, madame, and for your charming daughter, number 340. If I might trouble you to sign the register. Here you go. Escort the 2 ladies to their rooms, 340 and 342.
You're so kind. Oh dear.
Oh, what is it, Mamma?
Madame is not well.
Oh, how very strange. Suddenly had the most extraordinary sensation. I went positively dizzy, as though I were
were about to collapse. Oh, dear. I feel quite flushed.
The journey, I expect, madame. Once you have rested in your room, perhaps I might send up some refreshment.
I don't quite... Yes. Yes, perhaps some tea? Oh, dear, I really think I ought to lie down. Come along, Mamma. Let me take you away from my arm.
This way, mademoiselle.
The refreshments will be up directly.
The mother and daughter were shown their rooms on the 3rd floor, which they stated would suit admirably. Mrs. Monkton's was by far the grander, with heavy curtains of plum-coloured velvet, rose-covered wallpaper, high-backed sofa, oval satinwood table, and ormolu clock. Valerie left her mother to sleep for a while, saying she would call for her in 2 hours. But the young lady had barely been in her room half an hour when there came a frantic scrabbling at the handle. She hurried to the door to see what could be amiss.
Valerie! Mamma! Whatever is... most unwell. Doctor, child, go and fetch me. You're positively burning. I must get you back to your bed. Must have? Yes, yes. Yes, Mamma, I shall go and fetch a doctor directly. But first you must get back
The
to
young
bed.
woman struggled with her mother until the poor woman was once again in her own bed. Then she hurried down to the reception to find the manager.
Monsieur Audrey?
Ah, Mademoiselle Monkton, how was your room? It will suit, and your mother?
My mother, monsieur, is most dreadfully sick. She has a high fever and complains pains in her head and throat.
We must call Dr. Colbert. You go! You go!
What is it, doctor?
Un moment. Excusez-moi. Monsieur Audrey.
What is it, Valerie? What does the doctor say?
Nothing at the moment. He is talking with the hotel manager.
Is it serious, do you think? Can you not hear what they say?
They talk too softly, Mamma.
Doctor! What is it? What's wrong?
Hush, madame. You must not excite
But
yourself.
what is it?
Lie still now and try to rest. You have pneumonia.
Pneumonia?
I urge you not to grow excited. Fortunately, we catch the malady in time. But my medication, it is at my chambers, the other side of Paris. I dare not leave the patient. I wonder, mademoiselle, would you... Do you think be so kind as to take a carriage?
Is there no one else? One of your porters, monsieur.
With the hotel full to capacity, there is no one I can spare.
It is most urgent, mademoiselle, that I remain here. If your mamma does not have medication soon,
Very well, doctor. I shall go. If you will give me the address.
The girl set out for the doctor's surgery on the far side of Paris, taking the doctor's own carriage that seemed to simply drag its way across the city at an exasperatingly slow pace. After an agonized wait at the surgery, she at length made her way back to the hotel, which was no faster a journey than the one she'd made in the other direction. 4 hours had elapsed from the time she set out until the time she returned to the hotel.
Oh, Monsieur Audrey, comment va ma mère?
Pardon, mademoiselle?
My mother. I ask after my mother. Is she...
But, mademoiselle, I know nothing of your mother. You arrived here alone.
Monsieur, what are you saying? It was you who sent for Dr. Colbert.
Dr. Colbert, oui. I know the good doctor, but why would I send for him?
Because my mother is sick, monsieur. You and Dr. Colbert were together in her room when the doctor examined her and asked me to go and fetch the medication from his rooms at Saint-Maur.
Mademoiselle, I have no idea. I assure you, you arrived here alone.
But this is unbelievable. Very well, monsieur. Look in your ledger. We registered here less than 6 hours ago. Look in the book.
And now, here we are on this page. You see, mademoiselle, here is your signature.
And above it, whose name is that? That name was not there when I... My mother signed her name immediately above my signature. We both signed. My mother was given room 342. She's up there now. Take me to her at once.
Mademoiselle.
I insist that you take me to her, monsieur.
Oh, very well, mademoiselle. But I assure you, we have a family from Boulogne. 343. Here you are, mademoiselle.
But this is not 342.
Oui, mademoiselle. You see, clearly on the door. 342.
But the plum-colour curtains, the roses on the walls, and the clock, where are they? No, this is the wrong room. The room was pink roses and plum velvet curtains and not yellow, monsieur.
Mademoiselle, this room has always been yellow. And see, the luggage of the people...
I wish to see all the rooms in the hotel. I want to know what you have done with my mother.
It mattered not that Monsieur Audrey protested his utter bewilderment at the young woman's claims, nor that he insisted that she had arrived at the hotel alone, for Valerie Monckton knew that she and her mother had arrived at the Hotel de Villars together, and something dreadful had happened to her. Where had the odious Monsieur Audrey secreted her, and why? She had been shown every room in the hotel, and still there was no sign of her mother. She was sitting forlornly in the foyer when she saw Dr. Colbert himself hurrying towards the exit.
Dr. Colbert, a moment, if you please.
Oui, mademoiselle?
My mother.
I don't think I've had the pleasure of meeting her.
But you treated her earlier today. You said she had pneumonia. You said I was to go to your rooms at Saint-Ouen to fetch medication for her. I even took your carriage.
Sorry, mademoiselle, I have not the faintest idea of what you are talking.
I am talking about my mother, sir, my mother. What have you done with her? Where is she? You and Monsieur Audrey have locked her away somewhere.
Mademoiselle, I beg of you, I do not have any
Doctor,
idea.
can I assist you? Is something wrong? Oh, mademoiselle, surely
I shall go to the police. Speak to the British ambassador. You are lying, both of you.
Come, mademoiselle, you are unwell.
There is nothing wrong with me.
Perhaps I should help the young lady, perhaps if she were to rest for
Don't
a while.
touch me! Don't you dare touch me!
I'm exceedingly sorry, Miss Monckton, but I really cannot believe that a reputable hotel like the Hotel de Villars would deliberately and in broad daylight abduct your mother from her room.
She was sick, Sir Edward. The hotel manager called in his doctor friend.
Yes, you told me all this, but how do you account for the difference in the room? I mean, dash it all, young lady, how could anyone possibly entirely redecorate a room, not to mention fine new furniture, and all in the space of 4 hours? It simply isn't feasible.
I know it sounds impossible, but I tell
No,
you...
my dear, there's more to this than meets the eye.
But that is entirely what I say, Sir Edward.
No, you misunderstand me. I mean more to your story.
But it isn't a story, it's the truth. I shall swear it on the Bible if you so wish it. My mother and
I've heard enough, my dear, and frankly, I'm not convinced. So, if you will excuse me, I have some rather pressing appointments.
But, Sir Edward, I have no one else to turn to.
Try the gendarmerie.
I have already been to them. They don't believe me either.
Well, my dear, there it is. Good afternoon.
Valerie Monckton eventually returned to England, where she was certified as insane and lodged in a mental asylum.
I am not insane. I'm not. I am not insane. I'm not.
Of course, there is one possible explanation. Her mother had perhaps contracted plague whilst she and her daughter had crossed India. If the doctor had recognized this, he could well have conspired with the hotel manager to conceal the story, for it could well have wrecked the great exposition. However, there is one other point. Could they have redecorated the room 342 in 4 hours? And what had become of Mrs. Monckton's body? Well, I'm afraid the mystery would have to remain.
good afternoon. Do drop by again when you're passing. Oh, don't forget your cameo.
That was Tales of Antiquity, written and produced by Kenneth Henley.
Good afternoon. Come in, come in. Let me offer you a glass of sherry, a tale or two, and perhaps one of my priceless antiques.
Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Glean, collector extraordinary. His story for today,
Forget-me-nots. There you are, one of my finest Madeiras. Hope you enjoy it. Now, this afternoon I have something very special. The silver penknife. It's dated 1862, and round about the same time, this very unusual silver locket, made by Rundell, Bridge and Rundell, and designed by the sculptor Edward H. Bailey, who usually designed on a much grander scale. Both were gifts to a Mr. Fred Groves by Lady Maud Montrose. Let me tell you their story. It's quite a touching little tale. Fred Groves had been a widower for 40 years. His wife Mary had died when giving birth to their stillborn daughter. Fred had loved his wife dearly and hadn't the heart to put another in her place. Over the years, Fred Groves had grown bitter, resenting the happiness of other young couples and the pleasure they had from their little ones. Fred was a gardener like his father before him. It was all he knew: soil, flowers, shrubs, evergreens. He'd had his own market garden when he first married, at a small town a mere 40 miles from London, but on his own he'd lost heart, and the place quickly ran to seed. But when the local vicar asked him if he would care to tend the tiny churchyard of St. Luke's, Fred accepted gladly, feeling somehow that it might bring him closer to his loved ones, working so close to them. For 30 years, Fred tended the graves, trimmed the borders, and ensured that the beds were ablaze with flowers. However, Fred's life took on a subtle change in the spring of 1880. It had been a fine day, warm, with a touch of thunder in the air. There were one or two visitors pottering about the graves with flowers for their loved ones, or simply gazing at the inscriptions. Fred was busy with a bit of reading.
Afternoon, Fred.
It's you, Tom. Afternoon.
Them blue daisies are coming on a treat.
Get me nuts, you dart apers. Hey, you get off! Look at that little minx over there. Hi, yes, you! Hey. Don't you know that property's private? Can't go thumping your dirty great feet all over it like that.
Excuse me, my good man. I do not have great feet. Mamma tells me I have exceedingly dainty feet.
Well, that's as maybe. It don't alter the fact that that bit of ground belongs to the Montroses, not just...
I happen to be Lady Maud Montrose.
Well, that's a likely one. A little un like you, a lady. Go on, pull the other one. It's got bells on.
How perfectly vulgar. As a matter of fact, I was born a lady. Papa was a marquis, and Mamma is Lady Ethel Montrose, Marchioness of Blaine. Goodness, don't you know your peerage?
I'll be... Your ma, the Marchioness...
Maud! Do come along, dear. The carriage is waiting.
That's Mamma now. Coming, Mamma. Excuse me, I shall have to go home to tea now.
Hey, well, what do you make of that?
And then I told him who Papa was, and who you were, and who I was.
Yes, dear. Do stop squirming about so. You've mud all over your boots, and I don't want it all over my frock.
Perhaps I shouldn't have told him who we are.
Certainly you should, dear. The Montroses are not to be sneezed at. Certainly not by a mere grave digger.
Gardener, Mamma.
Very well, gardener.
Lady Maud went on to say that she actually rather liked the old gentleman, and that she would like to see him again, which she did the following week.
Good morning.
Morning, milady.
Oh, you don't have to call me that, you know. I was only showing off the other day.
Was you now?
I do hope you weren't put out.
No, I weren't put out.
Those are forget-me-nots, aren't they?
That's right.
They're very pretty.
Like them, do you?
Oh, indeed. Mamma prefers roses, but I think forget-me-nots are nicer. Ah, time for elevenses.
What's elevenses?
Don't you know? Cook always has elevenses. It's a sort of tea time, only in the morning. And you have cake or biscuits. Do you like cake?
When I gets it, which ain't often.
Oh, then I shall bring you some. Tomorrow.
And so she did. In fact, she took him cake almost every morning, and since it was shortly before spring term, there were plenty of mornings to spare.
Time for elevenses. What sort of cake have we got today, eh, milady?
I do wish you'd stop calling me milady, Mr. Groves. My name is Maud.
All right, Maud. What you brought today, then, eh?
I'm afraid I didn't bring any today, Mr. Groves. You see, I forgot.
Forgot?
Yes, I had something terribly important on my mind, you see.
I don't see what could be more important than cake.
Well, I do. This.
A locket? Who'll give you this, then?
Mamma. She didn't like it all that much and said I could have it. So I brought it for you.
Me?
Oh, I know lockets aren't really meant for gentlemen. But you remember how you said my hair reminded you of your Mary all those years ago? Well, just you take a look inside.
Well, I never... Is this your hair, then?
I cut it this morning. I thought it might remind you of her every time you looked at it.
Oh, no, my dear. It'll only remind me of you. Oh dear, if you ain't the nicest, sweetest little... Excuse me.
Mr. Groves?
And so their friendship continued right through the summer months, and even into late autumn, when the weather changed and grew wet and cold.
For goodness sake, Maud, you're wet through. Stand closer to the fire. Maria, you'd better bring some more towels. Yes, lady. Where on earth have you been, Maud? I've had half the household scouring the countryside. Oh, now do hurry up with those wet things before you catch a cold. If you haven't already done so.
I didn't see Mr. Groves today.
I'm most displeased with you, Maud. I instructed you that you were not to leave the house. Did I not say it would come on to rain?
Yes, Mamma, but you see, tomorrow is Mr. Groves' birthday. He will be 65, and I simply had to get him a present. He's such a nice old gentleman, and terribly lonely.
I have no doubt. Wherever is Maria with those towels?
Mamma, won't you come and meet the old gentleman? You never have.
Meet you, Mr. Groves? Whatever would I find to say to him?
You don't have to say anything. Simply meet him. See, I brought him this silver penknife. It has a special thing for getting stones out of horses' hooves. Oh, please, Mamma, say you will.
Meet him? Well, we shall have to see. And only if the weather is a little more clement. Ah, Maria, the towels.
Well, the following day, although the storm had abated, the weather was still damp and cold, and Fred Groves was not to be found in the churchyard, but in his tiny cottage. Nevertheless, Lady Maud persuaded her mother to come and greet Mr. Groves and take him some chocolate cake for his birthday. But Lady Maud's cold seemed to have really taken hold, and both Fred and her ladyship were most concerned.
I think I should get you to bed this very instant. Perhaps I shall get Dr. Paxton to look in this evening.
Oh, dear. I don't like the sound of this at all.
Oh, Mr. Groves, how fortunate. I was about to send Philip for the carriage, but now you've saved us the trouble. Maud, I'm afraid, isn't at all well. We're most concerned.
Says I have a chest cold, but my throat is rather sore. It gets most frightfully hot.
Oh, what's he giving you?
All sorts of beastly things.
Oh, what about cough drops?
I don't think he believes in cough drops, Mr. Groves.
Funny sort of doctor who don't believe in cough drops. Tell you what, I got a chemist friend. I'll go and see him tomorrow and get something nice for that throat of yours, eh?
Oh, yes, Mr. Groves. Thank you.
Aniseed?
I'd rather have something pepperminty.
Right, I'll see what we can do. Now, about that garden of yours.
Cough drops. Yeah, got a bit of a tickle then?
No, not for me. For that young lady Maud. I went to see her. It don't look too good. Been in bed a fortnight now, coughing and wheezing away like an old un.
Sounds like a touch of bronchitis.
Oh, whatever. My Auntie Eva started like that. I don't like the sound of it. I only hope this here doctor knows what's what.
Oh, Mr. Groves, we're going to need something a little stronger than cough drops. Dr. Paxton says she has pneumonia. Excuse me.
Her ladyship says to inform you that Lady Maud's condition is not improved, but she thanks you for the flowers.
I'm sorry, Mr. Groves, but the doctor absolutely forbids any visitors. Oh, pray, Mr. Groves, pray.
A coma? Oh, Fred, the poor little mite.
Mr. Groves.
Yes?
I have to tell you.
No, you're not going to say that she...
I have to tell you that my little one is...
my lady.
Groves.
Sit down.
What am I to do? She's gone.
Forget-me-nots, Fred.
Hello, Tom. That's right. Forget-me-nots.
I say, you keep it very nice.
Oh, I promised she'd have her own little corner.
Shame she never got to see. It's a credit to her.
What do you mean? Of course she sees it. Every day. You see this? This locket I wear around my neck. Well, she give me that. This part of her. Oh, she's here, all right. I can feel her. Hear her laughing, chattering away like she always did. Oh, no. No, she won't ever leave me, Tom. Not my Lady Maud.
Certainly Fred Groves was a changed man. Gone was the bitterness and the harshness. There was a gentleness, a quietness, as he would sit for hours in Lady Maud's little garden, as though waiting for the day when they would once again be reunited. Would you care for the locket? Here, may you share the gentle love with which it was offered. Good afternoon. I shall look forward to seeing you again sometime. Go well.
That was Tales of Antiquity, written and produced by Kenneth Henry.
Good afternoon. Come in, come in. Let me offer you a glass of sherry, a tale or two, and perhaps one of my priceless antiques. Tales of Antiquity. Stories of the romantic past captured through the eyes and ears of Eustace Glean, collector extraordinary. His story for today, A Debt Repaid. I trust you'll find that to your liking. I see you found Miss Victoria Davenport's scent bottle. Now, that's a very interesting little tale. Let me tell you about it. On the northwest coast of Lancashire, facing the Irish Sea, stands the tiny fishing town of Fleurham. And though in recent years it boasted a population of some 25,000, in the year 1900 it was considerably less. Now, the name Entwistle had always featured rather heavily in the registers of births and deaths, but our story concerns but one of them, a Miss Matilda Entwistle and her cousin Victoria. Now, these two spinsters hadn't set eyes upon each other for some 30-odd years. Matilda lived alone in the house her father had occupied for over 70 years. It was upon the 8th of June, 1900, and Matilda Entwistle was to receive two callers. The first arrived at precisely 10 a.m.
Miss Entwistle?
It was Councillor Hubert Sidibottam, portly and pompous, whose high, polished dome gave every impression of a rather pink ostrich egg. His business, he said, was private, and could they talk inside? Matilda ushered him into her tiny front parlour and bade him be seated.
Only I wouldn't sit on sofa. The spring's apt to be.
Oh!
If you see what I mean.
After which she offered him elderberry wine, ginger wine, mint or beef tea, all of which he declined, adding,
"It's to do with your father, Miss Entwistle."
At which she told him that her father had passed on at the age of 94 after a severe fit of hiccuping, commenting,
"Not bad. There's many as don't reach 64, and how are you keeping?"
He told her that he was in perfect health, adding peevishly that he'd something to show her. It happened to be a promissory note. Matilda had no idea what that was and said so, and Councillor Sidibottam was obliged to read it out to her.
Whereas I, Edward George Entwistle...
That's father.
That's right. He wrote this note. Edward George Entwistle, being in receipt of a loan of £3,000 from one Hubert Francis Sidibottam, Esquire, do hereby agree to repay the aforementioned sum with 5% interest added within 12 months of the date of this note. As surety against the above-mentioned loan, I do hereby place my property at 27 Beehive Lane, Fleurham, Lancs, together with its entire contents, at the disposal of the lender. Dated and signed 28th February 1899.
Well, I never. Whatever did he want with £3,000?
The Councillor Sidibottam said he'd no idea, and it didn't concern him anyway. What did concern him was, when was she going to pay his £3,000 back? She'd no idea, she told him. Where would she find £3,000? At which the councillor informed her that he would have to give her notice.
Of what?
To quit. In accordance with the terms of this note, this house now belongs to me, plus everything in it.
Everything?
Everything, right down to last teaspoon.
Oh.
Matilda's second visitor arrived just as the clock struck 10:30.
Matilda Entwistle.
It was her cousin Victoria. It had been 33 years. Both had put on a little weight, and their hair had changed colour. Matilda's from brown to grey, and Victoria's from a gentle auburn to flamboyant red. It didn't take long for Victoria to sense there was something wrong, and the whole business of Councillor Sidibottom came tumbling out.
I think I'd like a word with this councillor fella. What's his name?
Sidibottom.
Oh, aye. And where's he live?
Wait a bit, I've got his card here somewhere. Oh, here we are. Councillor Hubert Sidibottom, 24 Dovecot Walk, Flareham Lancs. Telephone number...
He's never got a telephone.
Says so here. Telephone number, Flareham 96.
Well, there's posh. Let's see. Councillor Hubert Where'd you get this Sidibottom business from?
Well, that's how he says it.
Oh, aye? Well, it's Sidebottom. Bert Sidebottom. And what's more, I know him from way back. Got a very old score to settle with Mr. Bert Sidebottom.
Later that same evening, Councillor Sidebottom, which was his real name, likewise received a visitor.
Come in, come in. Yes, Edwards, what is it?
There's a female person to see you, sir.
Who is she?
She declined to give her name, sir.
I'll send her on her way.
The person is most persistent. Positively insists, sir.
Insist be damned. What do you think I keep a butler for? Get rid of her.
With all due respect, sir, the person gave me to understand that she was known to you.
Not without a name, she isn't. Now get rid of her.
But Victoria was not easily put off, and in less than half a minute she had dismissed Edwards, the butler, and was informing the dumbfounded councillor that he'd do well to sit down, and when he refused, plonked him down.
Right, Bert Sidebottom. I'm here to settle an old score.
The name, madam, is Sidibottom. What's more, I'm on council.
I don't care if you're on Flareham Pier. And never mind this Sidibottom rubbish. Sidebottom's your name as ever was. Now then, what's to do with this house in Beehive Lane? She's my cousin, is Matilda Entwistle.
Oh, is she? Well, that house is mine, fair and square, missus.
The name's Vicky Devine, otherwise known as Davenport. I'm sure you haven't forgotten your visits to the Oxford Music Hall.
What?
And the pert little soubrette with auburn curls.
You're
I
never...
think she's not so pert now. Filled out a bit since those days.
Well, I'll go to the foot of our stairs.
And Councillor Sidebottom's face went a nasty shade of grey. Little Vicky, as was, took from her bag a scent bottle and began dabbing away at the councillor's forehead. Suddenly, he caught hold of her wrist and inspected the bottle more closely.
I know this.
I should think you do. Must have cost you all of 5 shillings.
5 bob? I'll have you know that cost me every penny of £5. It came from Burlington Arcade, that did.
Cheaper than getting wed, though, isn't it? Oh, there's a mean streak in you, Bert Sidebottom. Always was. And now I think you're dishonest as well.
If you're intimating that I cheated your cousin...
Which is exactly what Victoria intimated, and more besides. She called him mean, unscrupulous, and that she wouldn't trust him as far as she could stroke him, which wouldn't be far on account of his girth. She then reminded him of another June, 25 years ago, when she was going to be a June bride. But now she told him she realized the narrow escape she'd had. Councillor Sidebottom denied he'd ever mentioned marriage to her, which was worse than a red rag to a bull. And after a few more choice words, Victoria demanded to know what he wanted with Matilda's house anyway, when he got a palace like this.
I'm wanting the site for an orphanage.
You? Building an orphanage? Bert Sidebottom, philanthropist? That's a likely story. I can't see you building a sandcastle.
I'm donating the site.
Why, thinking of becoming mayor or something? Oh, so that's it. Sacrificing my cousin just so you can look benevolent and get yourself elected mayor of Fleurham. Well, you won't look so good when I've done with you. I don't think they'll be so impressed when I tell everyone as how you walked out on your own wedding.
Oh.
Deserted me for a lass who had a bit more brass. Not to mention you being mean and dishonest.
You wouldn't.
Oh, wouldn't I? Now, just you listen to me. I'm giving you 7 days to change your mind about that house. And if you don't, your name won't be fit to mention even in the men-only bar, so think on.
Councillor Sidebottom took a mere 4 days before calling at the two cousins' house, pleading that he'd virtually promised the council that the foundation stone to the orphanage would be laid before the end of the year. But Victoria didn't budge, pointing out that he hadn't a leg to stand upon anyway.
When a man dies, his debts die with him. You know that as well as I do.
She further told him that she wanted that promissory note personally handed over to her cousin Matilda by Sunday or else. Sunday arrived, and so did Councillor Sidebottom, wheedling and pleading and telling her that she drove a hard bargain, but again Victoria would not budge.
The note. It'll do you no good to keep it.
Oh, yeah.
This it, Matilda?
Oh, what a relief.
And here's an end to it.
And the note was torn to shreds and set light to in the empty grate. But Councillor Sidebottom hadn't given up yet.
How much do you want for this place?
Oh, dear. Should we tell him?
Tell me what?
Well, you see, that the house is not for sale.
What? But I was led to believe that if the note was handed over, You mean you're just going to sit there, knowing how much this place means to me?
No, Councillor, we're moving out.
The place is already sold.
What? Sold? To who?
Alice Pocock.
What?
Mrs. Moneybags herself. Your wife. I called on her only the other day. Seems her brother Arthur's also quite keen on an orphanage.
You went... You mean she knows about you and
No, Councillor. Victoria kept her side of the bargain.
And we got a thumping good price.
How much?
7,000
pounds?
No, guineas.
Oh.
Isn't Victoria clever, Councillor?
Oh, very. What with the 3,000 I lent your father and the 7,000 Alice gave you, why, that means this place has cost me £10,000. I'm ruined. Ruined.
Don't feel like that, Mr. Sidebottom. Let me get you some of my ginger wine. Very soothing for the nerves.
So they all had some of Matilda Entwistle's homemade ginger wine, though it was little consolation to Councillor Sidebottom, for he was never elected mayor, nor was he asked to serve on the council again. Still, a debt repaid is money well spent. Here, the bottle is yours. May it remind you to keep clear of debts, moral or otherwise. Good afternoon. Do try and pop by again soon. That was Tales of Antiquity, with Valerie Dunlop, Linda Stewart, Dennis Folbig and James White, written and produced by Kenneth Hendrell.